Well, HiAP are a global firm of consultants, designers, planners, engineers, technical specialists of a wide range, working in the built environment in its many forms. We're an independent employee-owned firm, and part of our sort of principles, if you like, is to shape a better world, hence the interest in this conference. Amongst other things, my role at the moment is to lead on what HiAP does in relation to health and well-being. So, as I said, we've got a wide range of different specialisms, and my role is an integrator, so that I can focus all of the good stuff that we do and make it relevant to people's health and well-being and what their built environment can do to influence that. The determinants of people's health and well-being are very wide-ranging, and one of them is the built environment. There's an awful lot going on in that area. There are lots of large developments. One just has to look across London. It's fantastic. But we don't often talk about what we're doing in terms of the people and the effect these schemes have on the people. And we just need to be more conscious and change the focus slightly. We need to think about what we're doing and how it affects people's health and well-being from the earliest stage of schemes. Think about it in an integrated way, and then we will be far more effective with investments, with the social return on our investments in the built environment. Well, as I said, we know that the built environment has a deep and lasting effect on people's health and well-being, but the evidence is it's small in some areas, it's developing, it's a bit patchy, not well integrated. So what HiAP is doing is contributing to quite a large number of studies and research activity, which brings together what we do know and reviews the evidence, works out in sort of practical terms what's going to work in schemes, and sets it out in a sort of series of recommendations. And we've brought that material with us today, and we seem to be getting quite a bit of interest. So we've got studies that look at elderly people and how they live in the built environment and the issues they face, and children, and mobility, trying to encourage more forms of active transport, how to build in access to wider access to green and blue infrastructure. And if we can get all of those things right, from the earliest stages of a scheme, then we really are creating parts of our city that encourage and support healthier living. Yeah, as well as kind of contributing to research and the evidence out there, we also get involved in a large number of projects. I'd like to think, if you name any standout project in London or indeed around the world, that HiAP might have had something to do with it. Particular examples at the moment, we're involved in the healthy new towns. North Stowe is one, Ebbsfleet Garden City is another one, just to kind of give a couple of examples. There's a fantastic piece of work we did recently called the Wild West End, working with various landowners across central London to pull together a kind of green corridors and increase access to green space and biodiversity right in the centre of London. And we also work with large developer clients at the moment there's a lot of interest in developing health and well-being policies, guidance, strategies and guidelines. So it's a very fast-moving and interesting area. This conference has been fantastic for us because it's enabled us to understand, where things are in this very fast-moving field, what the challenges are, at national and local level, and all of the different organisations involved, and we can work out best where to go next. How HiAP can contribute to this debate and help make places that are better for people's health and well-being. I was particularly struck by conversations or by the theme that, this cannot be a kind of top-down government, public sector-led thing. It's got to be, we've got to involve communities in this. And I think, this is an area where we are active already and we can do a lot more. We can help implement and optimise community engagement at the start of very large or any size scheme in the built environment, and therefore make them more robust and improve the social return on these investments.